Hello friends, my name is Katie. Welcome to today's 30-minute slow flow practice. This flow will be focused on moving the body in a slower, gentle way, but also still creating some warmth in those achy joints and muscles. Throughout our practice, I will be encouraging the mind-body connection through some breath cues to move you throughout the postures. Feel free to modify or even kick up some of these poses at any time as you wish. Remember, this is your practice. Wherever you are on your yoga journey, know that this is exactly where you're meant to be. Thank you for allowing me to be your guide in this stress-relieving flow. Let's get started and enjoy this next 30 minutes. We're going to start today's practice off in a child's pose. So from sitting on your heels, take your knees out to the outer edges of your mat, slide your hands down onto the mat in front of you, and let your chest melt down into the earth. Start to invite that mind-body connection by breathing in through your nose and exhaling also out through your nose. You've made it to this moment, so allow yourself to be fully present here for your practice. Take a big inhale and exhale completely. Remember, you can always come back to child's pose to rest. We're going to be doing some shoulder stretching here. So on your next inhale, reach that right arm over your head, and exhale, slide it under the chest, threading the needle, resting the right cheek on the mat. We'll take a couple breaths here. Big breath in and big breath out. On your next inhale, reach up overhead. Place your right hand back on the mat. We'll switch sides. So inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, sliding it under the chest, resting the left cheek on the mat. This is one of my favorite shoulder stretches to open up my practice. Take an inhale and an exhale breath. On your next inhale, reach that left arm up ahead, placing it on the mat, pushing yourself up, closing your knees. Go ahead and release the shoulders a bit more with some shoulder rolls. So first going backwards 3 times using that breath, staying connected. Go ahead and reverse directions. Let's go forward 3 times. Let's place the left hand on the floor, reaching that right arm up and over, placing it gently on the left ear. Inhale, and then exhale. Gently pull that right ear to your right shoulder. Taking a round of breath. You can go ahead and release that, and let's switch sides. So left arm reaches up and over for the right ear, keeping that right hand planted on the floor. Using that exhale to gently pull your left ear to your left shoulder. You can slowly release that hand. Let's come into a tabletop position, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Turn your palms so that your fingertips are facing towards your knees. We're going to do a wrist stretch here. So inhale and exhale, slowly sink your hips back to your heels. Keep this nice and gentle, not too much pressure. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, slowly go back to the heels. You can release that, and then we're going to go ahead and flip the right palm so that the top of the hand is on the mat. We'll do one at a time here. Inhale, and then exhale, slowly again, sink back to your heels. Pressure should be in the middle of the palm. Breathing. Go ahead and release that, and we'll switch to the left hand. Remembering to breathe throughout all of your postures. You can go ahead and release that. Back into tabletop. Let's go in circles here, keeping both hands placed on the mat, going one direction. Going as slowly or as fast as you wish. You can go ahead and reverse to the opposite direction. These wrist movements are going to help us warm up for our downward facing dog. Next up, we'll do some cat-cows. So inhale, drop the belly to the mat, gaze is up, and then exhale, push into the mat, press your shoulders up to the sky to cat. Feel free to go at your own pace here. You can even close your eyes. Inhale, dropping the belly. Exhale, pushing away from the mat, feeling that nice movement in the spine. After your next exhale, come back to a neutral tabletop. We're going to do some core work here. So reach that right arm forwards, left leg extended behind you, so it's going to be opposites here. Suck that belly to the spine, engaging the core, remembering to breathe. Take an inhale breath, and then exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reaching and extending. Exhale, pulsing, engaging the core. Inhale, reach. Exhale, we're going to hold it for 3, 2, 1. Inhale to extend. Exhale, plant the right hand. Left leg is going to cross over the right leg. And then gaze back towards your left toes. Taking a round of breath here. Go ahead and swing that left leg over. We're going to plant it down. Come down onto your forearms. And on your inhale, we're going to stay. Exhale, rocking back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, rock back to the back of your mat. Take an inhale, and you can come back up to the palms, bringing that left leg back. Let's switch over to the opposite side. So left arm comes forward, right leg goes back, holding it here for a couple breaths, engaging the core. Inhale, and then exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend one more time, and exhale, we're going to hold it. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, release, and then exhale, planting that left palm. Right leg is going to come over, crossing over the left, gazing back towards those toes. Nice side body stretch here. Big breath in, and big breath out. Inhale, bring that right leg over and out to the side, coming down onto the forearms again. And we're going to do rocking back and forth. Using that inhale to bring you up. And then exhale, sliding the hips back, feeling that stretch in the hip flexor. Come back up onto your palms and back to a tabletop position. Take an inhale breath. Tuck the toes. Hover the knees off of the mat for just a moment, and then exhale, push into your first downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal out the legs if you need to. Let yourself settle into this first down dog. We're going to roll onto our tippy toes into a high plank and then exhaling back into a downward dog. Let's do that again. Inhale, come forward into a plank. Exhale, pushing back to a down dog. One more time. Inhale, come up and forward. Exhale, pushing back, staying for a moment on the tippy toes, and then settling back to our down dog. Keeping the weight in our fingertips and out of the wrist. Shake your head yes and no. Big breath in and big breath out. On your next inhale, look forward, step up to the top of your mat. We're going to come into a rag doll, so keeping your feet shoulders width distance apart. Let your body hinge from the hips. Grab opposite elbows if you'd like. I like to sway side to side. Just feeling that nice release in the lower back and the hamstrings. Keep your knees bent if you need to. Just let everything hang heavy here. Take a nice deep inhale and fully exhale. Amazing. Plant your hands on the ground, walk your feet together to touch, and inhale slowly, one vertebrae at a time, come up to standing. Let's inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastitihi. Set your intention here as we prepare for our Sun A salutations. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Again, hinging from the hips, letting the head hang heavy. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. Let's inhale, halfway lift, creating a nice L shape, hands on the shins. Spine is nice and straight here. Inhale. And then exhale, plant the palms, step it back to a high plank. I'm going to flow through a modified chaturanga. Knees come down, chest, and then chin. Inhale into your cobra pose. Heart lifting, shoulder blades reach back for each other. Big breath in, and then exhale, pushing it back to your knees and then to your downward facing dog. We're going to move through that Sun A flow one more time. Feel free to do a normal chaturanga if you wish. Big breath in. And then exhale, let's step to the top of our mat. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Step it back to a high plank. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale as you come up to your cobra. And then exhale, pushing back to your downward facing dog. Creating that nice inverted V. Let's inhale, right leg will come high. And then exhale, pull that knee through the chest and plant it in between your palms. We're gonna do a nice twist here. So inhale, right arm reaches up overhead, keeping that left hand planted. Big breath in and big breath out. Go ahead and plant the right palm. Drop down onto the left knee. We're going to come up into a low crescent lunge. So inhale, arms reaching up overhead. Feeling nice and grounded in that right foot. Stretching through that left psoas, but reaching up through the spine, through the fingertips. We're going to flow here, exhaling into a half splits. And before we stay, let's go ahead and keep that fluid. So inhale, arms reach up overhead into crescent lunge. Exhale, folding over the right leg, half splits. Inhale, come up again into that low crescent lunge. And then exhale, folding over the leg. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, reach up forward and overhead. And then exhale, let's settle into this half splits. You can pull your toes up towards your knees for a deeper stretch here. Just make sure you're breathing, sending that exhale breath to all those tight spots. One more big breath in and big breath out. Let's inhale, coming back up and stepping through to that forward fold. Amazing. Let's flow it out here. So inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Planting the palms, stepping it back, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra pose. And exhale, pushing it back into downward facing dog. Again, weight is in the fingertips here. Let's switch sides. So inhale, left leg is going to come high. Exhale, pull it through, engaging the core, and then plant it down in between the hands. Let's do that twist here. So keeping that right hand planted, left arm reaches up towards the sky, twisting from the belly. Big breath in and big breath out. You can go ahead and plant that left hand and drop down onto the right knee. We're going to inhale to that low crescent lunge, keeping the shoulders down away from the ears. Big breath in. And then exhale, we're going to come into that half splits here. Let's keep that fluid wave of motion. Inhale, coming up into the low crescent. Exhaling into the half splits. Inhale, come forward, reaching and rising. Exhale, folding, hinging from the hips. Inhale one more time, come up. And exhale, let's settle in here. Remember to never force any stretch. Go to your own comfort level. Use the exhale to bring you deeper. Let's take an inhale and come on up, stepping to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Let's flow it out here. So inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the palms. Step it back, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra pose. And then let's exhale into a child's pose. Taking a big breath in and big breath out. Noticing the difference in how we feel since we started. Inhale, let's come on up and we're going to meet in a seated position. So swing those legs out in front of you. Left leg will stay straight. We're going to bend the right leg. Inhale, look to your right leg. Exhale, reach that left hand for the left foot. We're going to stretch overhead if we can, or just stay reaching as close as we can, that left hand to the left foot. If your right arm has your left foot, go ahead and cross that left arm under the chest, reaching for the right knee, helping you to twist open, keeping that heart lifted. Inhale, come up. We're going to take that right leg and cross it over the left into our half Lord of the Fishes pose. Let's inhale, cross that left arm over the body. Wrap it around the right knee. Inhale, looking over the right shoulder, and exhale, twisting from the belly. Remember to keep your spine nice and straight here. Take a big breath in. And then as you exhale, go ahead and plant the left hand. We're going to do a small push-up here to counter the spine. When you're ready, let's switch to the other side. So right leg will be straight, left leg bent. Look to the left leg. And then the right hand will reach for that right foot. And if you can, left arm will come up and over, also reaching for the foot. Use that right arm to grab for the knee and help you to twist open, keeping the heart lifted. Big breath in and big breath out. Remember, in all of these stretches, again, don't force it. Just go to whatever your comfort level is. Let's cross that left leg over the right. Spine nice and straight. Inhale, and then exhale, wrapping that right arm around the outside of the left leg. Keeping the spine nice and straight. Inhaling, extending through the spine. Exhale, twisting from the belly. Big breath in. And then as we exhale, we're going to come over, planting the hands and doing a small push-up to counter the spine. Next up is our seated forward fold. So remove the flesh from the sit bones, spine nice and straight as we inhale and extend the arms, and folding from the hips. I like to keep my knees a little bent first and come down, and then as I exhale, straighten out the legs to give me a deeper fold. Taking a big breath in here, let this forward fold soothe you, keeping you present here on your mat, just like we were as we started. Inhale, come on up. Reach for the front of your mat and curve your spine as you exhale, using a little last bit of core to lower you down. Go ahead and hug your knees to your chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze here. Next up is going to be our supine pigeon. If you have any knee sensitivities, please be mindful as you practice this posture. Your right leg is going to come over the left thigh, creating a nice figure 4 shape. Keeping that right foot dorsiflex to protect the knee. Reach your right arm through your legs and grab with both hands just under the back of the left knee. Take a nice big inhale, and as you exhale, pull the legs towards your chest. If you feel any discomfort in the right knee, back out of the pose and gently ease back into it. We store a lot of emotion in our hips, so use this moment to let go of anything that no longer serves you. Big breath in and big breath out. Go ahead and gently come out of the pose, placing both feet on your mat. We're going to come into a bridge pose. So on your inhale breath, you're going to push your hips up to the sky. Your chest is going to come forwards to your chin. Continuously pushing those hips as high as you can, and then exhale, slowly lower down, hands in third eye center. If you feel ready, we're going to switch the supine pigeon to the other side. So left leg is going to cross over the right thigh. Again, keeping that left foot flexed to protect the knee, reaching under and grabbing behind the right leg. Inhale, and then exhale, pull the leg towards your chest. You can use that left elbow to push that left leg out, giving you a deeper stretch. Feeling comfort in the discomfort with the breath. Take a big breath in, inviting everything that is sweet and beautiful in your life. And then exhale, slowly come out of the posture. We're going to do one more bridge here. So again, making sure that both feet are firmly planted. Let's inhale and lift our hips as high as we can. Continuously pushing that pelvis upwards. Chest comes forward to our chin. You can have your hands planted on the mat for support, or if it's accessible, you can interlace them under your lower back. Let's slowly come out of the pose, hands in prayer at third eye center again, reflecting on what we've just done. Go ahead and squeeze your knees to your chest again. Let's straighten that left leg and lay it on the mat. Right leg will be straight and lifted. Grab wherever you can on the leg and take an inhale breath. And as you exhale, gently pull the leg down towards your chest. If you can, grab the toes. Make sure you keep both shoulders on the mat. Go ahead and hug that right knee into the right armpit. And then with the left hand, gently glide the right leg over the body. Right arm can be extended out to the side, again keeping both shoulder blades on the mat. To complete the pose, gaze to the right fingertips, or simply look to the ceiling. Taking a big breath in, and as you exhale, slowly come out of the pose, hug the knees to the chest. And then let's switch to the other side. So right leg will be out straight in front of you, left leg extended towards the ceiling. Using that left arm or both hands to gently pull that left leg towards your body. If you can, grab for the foot, deepening the stretch, keeping both shoulders on the mat. Taking a nice big inhale, and as you exhale, bend the knee, pull that knee to the armpit, and then use the right hand to glide the left leg over the body, supine twist to the other direction. Gazing out to the left fingertips if you wish, to deepen the pose, closing your eyes. When you're ready, use the inhale and your core to lift you back. I want you to hug your knees to your chest and make a tight ball. Squeeze every single muscle as tight as you can. And we're going to finally and slowly release and relax into our final pose of the practice, which is Shavasana. As we settle into our final resting pose, start to notice if you're still holding on to any muscles, any tension, and slowly start to release them. Let go of everything. Let your natural breath come in. Let the lips part. Release the tongue from the top of the mouth. Let your brain relax in your skull and just let everything melt away, feeling all of the benefits from our practice today. Feel free to stay here as long as you wish. If you're ready, you can slowly come out, coming back to your body, taking a big breath in. Nice overhead stretch. Hug your knees to your chest. Maybe roll over to your favorite side, using your arm as a pillow. When you're ready, push yourself up to a seated position, keeping the eyes closed. Let's take a big breath in, reaching the arms overhead, exhaling, hands to heart center. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, reach up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time. Exhale, hands to heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I'm honored to be your guide. The love and the light in me sees and honors the beautiful love and light in you. Namaste.